Spokane fire investigators are looking into the cause of a warehouse fire in West Spokane. The spiral and railing house is located in the 2000 block of South Geiger Road. The fire was called in by employees of Spokane Produce around 4 o'clock this morning. By the time KXLY4's Colleen arrived, flames were shooting out of the roof.
The flames were very intense this morning, so much so that you could see the orange glow from the fire all the way from the Maple Street Bridge. When we arrived, it took about an hour for the flames to be completely extinguished, and once it was, you can see about 2/3 of this building is now destroyed. The other third has intense smoke damage. We learned from the owner of this building that he built it 40 years ago from the ground up.
Bob Yeager had no idea his warehouse was on fire until he turned to KXLY.
When I was having my last cup of coffee watching you, and there it was.
He knew by the pitch in the roof, his craftsmanship, that the warehouse on fire was the one he built from the ground up.
I raised my kids there, and my wife would come and help me roll handrails.
Spokane Produce is right next door. As employees arrived early this morning, they spotted the fire and called 911.
Here about 5 minutes, next thing you know, the roof is starting, the wall started coming down.
Fire districts 10 and 3 brought in their ladders and began attacking the flames as the roof and walls collapsed. Yeager says a cabinet maker rents that space. His materials likely fueled the flames.
But that gentleman had a lot of stuff. He's a first-class cabinet maker.
He says this is just a building, but it's the memories that are hard to escape.
I've got actually a nicer place down on Lake Roosevelt where I still work, but this was the safe place. This was the one that, no matter what, it felt more comfortable.
It took 4 decades to build by hand and only an hour for it to come down.
I did it in there for 40 years, and it's just hard to leave an old friend, and it looks like he left.
Yeager does have insurance for this building, so he's protected there, and he does most of his business now out of a warehouse in Lake Roosevelt. As for rebuilding, he says he's just not sure if that's going to happen. In West Spokane, Colleen, KXLY4 HD News.